it was really interesting to participate in this course. I took part in online education for the first time, and it was really inspiring.
This is very important when you go actually work. For example, when we graduate from university, we will face this problem because we will need to work in a team, in a group, and this is very important. And we had a lot of information, a lot of work concerning this subject. So we had to work in groups, in teams. So I think this was the most important, that we learned how to do this.
We had some kind of this course in Russian. It was called something like Introduction to Intercultural Communication, but it was more about some, I don't know, words. It was more about language itself and some cultural differences in language. But this time we've learned some really practical things, some really practical techniques, and sometimes it was hard for me because I have to learn a lot more about different cultures and how to compare them with our culture. So I can say that some topics, for example, about ethics, when you have to think about ethics when you talk to someone, and some topics about the rhetorics was a bit difficult for me.
The most important advantage is that you have a chance to use your English language, so that's a great practice, and you communicate with native speakers, so that's also the great advantage. You also can, let's say, do the tasks, and you can use your language. So here the language is not only the aim of your studying, that's your tool. So something that you use doing some tasks.
We learned a lot about, for example, forms of proof, how to apply them correctly, and I think that was very useful too. And just thinking and dwelling on the whole concept of communication constantly as a part of a course, I think it was useful for us, of course, because communication is the basic of every society, and as long as you're thinking about it constantly, different thoughts occur to you that haven't occurred to you before, and they could be very useful thoughts too. So some things got rediscovered.
First of all, it's very interesting, and it's something new in education system, and maybe this will inspire people, inspire students to feel more interested in education, in studying. And distance education is also good because you don't have to go to the USA, or you don't have to go to Europe or anyway. You just you can sit in your home and with a cup of tea, and, you know.
For me, it is essential to know how to communicate with people. And as an interpreter, I will have to deal with people from all over the world. So, of course, it was important for me to learn some techniques, how to make communication more easier to go, more interesting. So, and as a person, of course, it was interesting to participate in this course because I have never done something like that before. And it was interesting to be an American student because it was an American course, and the system of education in general was different than the system that we are having here.
All students have to participate in that kind of, that kind of courses, because we're all humans and we all have to communicate with each other. And sometimes the communication is quite, is quite difficult because we all experience like hierarchy and that kind of things.
I would say that this course did open up my mind a little bit more because I've learned a lot about different cultures. The cultures that I could definitely probably research on my own, but still I would probably have never done it if I didn't have to during this course. And I was introduced to the whole new concept of American education, of the whole new concept of online learning, which is also a completely different kind of thing. Here we've never confronted this kind of education before, and it was new, and everything that you learn about this world, everything new that you learned opens up your mind, and so I think it definitely did open up my mind.
Dr. Holmes is a great teacher and lecturer, and I'm really I'm really thankful for her for conducting this course. I think she is really open to her students. And while during this course I felt really confident while communicating with her. And I also would like to thank you because she helped me to feel also more open to her, like a teacher. Because in Russia we are more used to some kind of relations between a teacher and the student, which are not quite, quite equal. We have to realize this distance between the student and the teacher. And during this course, I realized that the distance between me and Susan was much more, I don't know, it was not that big.
Susan, I would like to thank you for this great course, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you.